know if I got it on this one.
Chronic on the way up there.
Yeah, mad headache.
Can I get a refill?
I know.
Can I get a refill, please? Right.
Sprite ain't got to talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to get out of anyway.
That's the new milkshake they got. It looks so good, but I ain't got enough money to try it right now. So, I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, though. Excuse me. I don't like using hand sanitizer on my hands when I'm about to eat. I'll just come right in and wash my hands. Especially if I know I'm gonna be eating with my hands. I'm using my hand sanitizer. I haven't had a steak bagel in forever. Since I was in school. Because when I was in Kent, that was my go-to. I would always go to Kent. And I grabbed, well, before I went to school, like, for breakfast, I would have a steak bagel every single morning. Every single morning. And I'd be good and full, doing my work, chilling. But then I left school in Kent State because they missed 2 of my payments. They didn't pay me my 2 payments because I was on financial aid. So they skipped 2 of my payments. And I went to them and I was telling them, I ain't received my payment this month or this week. Because they was doing bi-weekly. Or it might have been a month per month or something like that. But I hadn't received my payment. So I told them, it was all right, just continue on and you should see it going forward. I never seen it. So it's just like I'm sitting there working hard, doing what I got to do. My rent coming up and I ain't got my payment yet. So I told them that. I wound up leaving because I was 2 months in and I still have not received any of my payments. So I chalked it up as a loss. I'm like, you know what? I'm not about to keep doing this because I need my payments. I need to see my pay. When you at school, it's just like working for real. Like I'm getting paid to get an education. Where is my money? Period, point blank. So I wind up leaving. So yeah, I wound up leaving and I was pissed off. Because even after I left, they kept my payments. It made it seem like they was taking my money. I'm supposed to be getting payments, but y'all ain't paying me nothing. I ain't seen my payment. I only seen my payment I think twice, and I went ahead and that's how I got my computer and stuff, and I started supporting me being in school. So the fact that they never gave me my money, it still bothers me to this day, is because y'all never gave me my payment. Y'all never gave me my money. 2 months worth of money, and I left, and y'all still didn't get my money. I feel like y'all stole from me. That's just what it is. I feel like they stole from me. And stuff like that traumatizes you to a point where I ain't even going to school. Forget school. Because for real, all y'all trying to do is take from me anyway. And I feel like that was all a lesson in my life. That was a lesson. I got the potential to go to school, but I ain't doing it. Because once you basically get over on me once, I'm not giving you a chance to get over on me again. That's just what it is. What's up, John? Why is you calling me your auntie? Good morning, Kenneth. How are you? It's in my name, in my title, inspired by, and then that's my name right there. I'm good. That's good. Why do you keep calling me auntie? And my name is Aisha. I feel like this sandwich was only hitting because I was in school. I look forward to this every single day before I went to school. It ain't hitting. Like what? Auntie? What does that mean? I need some more juice in my cup. Oh, thank you. That's an Arabic name. It means alive and well. And I forget that. When I forget that, a foreign person always reminds me. The name is Arabic. That's my steak bagel from McDonald's. That's the thing. I don't even know if I was hungry. I just know I was mentally exhausted and tired. I just finished talking to the principal. Thank you. I just got finished talking to the principal, and he was telling me how my son, how they have a program, a behavioral health program that my son get into, where they check up on your son, they eat lunch with your kids, they go to recess with your kids, they pull out your kids to go and do counseling and stuff with them. Even out of school, once school is out, they still call and check in, and go to the library with your kids and stuff like that. You can meet them at the library. They can spend some time with your kids, very interactive. So he let me know about that. And then he also let me know that, I asked him because I'm curious. There's been too many times where I ain't visit the classroom. Well, when my son first started school, they wouldn't let us in because it was during COVID. But eventually they started letting us in, and I get to see, what the classroom was and how he interacting with the kids, and how he being treated by the other kids and stuff like that. So I asked him, can I go in? Can I get a time where, the parents come in and kind of just scope out everything for a day, just to get a feel of what environment your child is in? And he was like, yeah, but you'll have to, so I have to sign up. I have to wait Um, because basically he just told me that their teacher got fired. No, not she didn't get fired, but she quit. So she quit. So now they got to get another teacher. And as soon as they get settled in, I'm gonna tell them, like, I'm gonna let them know that um I would like to. Well, he said I would have to go to that teacher and tell them that I would like to come into the class for like a couple hours. I think it's only an hour, so you get to see like, what your child is doing like for them two classes, and then next week you do it again. Next week you do it again. I was like, every week I just come in and sit with my kid and see what exactly they doing, like how their classes is. I was like, one day I'll be there for like gym and music or regular class and lunch or recess, like so I can get a feel of his whole schedule. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It seemed like he was saying that because I'm not about to be a teacher. This girl was just telling me how she a teacher for her kid at her kid's school. She's a secretary or something at her kid's school. As much as I do, like, I feel like that inspiration comes and goes. Like, I get an idea, because I used to get ideas for lesson plans. I'm very creative. So when I first got into early childhood education, I loved working with my ideas, like experimenting with my ideas with the kids because they was in a position to experiment my ideas. But I don't. It's like that. The idea comes, and then once I'm in a situation where, oh yeah, the opportunity is being presented to me, I'm like, it's like, nah, I'm cool. Like, but I feel like once I get into it, I would like it again. It's just I've been gone for too long. So once I get into like the motion of everything again, it's like have to return and re-energize yourself, really get back into it all over again. Once I do that, then yeah, I feel like maybe I get the feel of being a teacher again, and then doing it maybe. But getting myself in the door is the hard part. Cause my mind be like, no. No, it's more so my body. My body be like, no, but my mind be like, all right, cool. And then sometimes it's just like, I don't even think about it. It's like my mind just collapsed in the moment. And my mind literally collapsed in the moment. Like, I'm tired. I'm cool. And then I'm just like going off instinct. Like, all right. And that's why I'm saying yes and I'm cool about everything because I'm basically exhausted mentally. So I'm cool about everything at that point. And then when I'm rejuvenated, I'm like, what did I just sign up for? I usually get this with extra sauce, but I forgot. I should put some extra sauce on this. Like, they don't be giving enough sauce for me. I need my sauce. I feel like your appetite is very inconsistent. You don't know when you'll end up hungry. That's why I said like lunch, breakfast, dinner, snack, all of that is conditioned. No, wanting to be in control of how you eat, wanting to take control of your appetite. That's all it is. But your appetite is inconsistent because you don't know when you're gonna be hungry. It's just all of a sudden happens to you like you're hungry, out of nowhere, randomly. That's why I said I can never work for fast food because all of a sudden I'm hungry and I'm handing you some food. I'm gonna have to take a break and eat, or I'm gonna get angry and I'm gonna flip out because I'm hungry all of a sudden when I didn't know I was hungry. But the fact that I'm seeing, the fact that I'm smelling, the fact that my senses are working, I'm just like, hold up, I'm hungry. And that's the thing about being at the job. You can't just stop and eat. You gotta wait. That's why it's best to working as a secretary or work without being around food, because at any moment that appetite, that's something you can't control. That's like a monster coming out of you. Once you hungry, you hungry. Your coworker be like, hold on, what just happened? That person just flipped out for no reason. Because she hungry. That person hungry and they working around food. Look at my phone. Everybody, work your body. Backstreet is back. Y'all should watch this video. Backstreet's I think it's everybody. This video is so it makes me want to get up and dance. I think it's what they all got on costumes or something, and they're doing these weird moves, but it resonates with the song. I think they're supposed to be dead in the video though. For me, it's been a lot of emotional eating. Yesterday, I did so much. That's what I'm saying. I'm used to doing so much and barely getting anything back. I put in all my energy. I give all my time. I be so proactive about it. And then, boom, I'm knocked down just like that because either I did too much too soon or I did too much and they don't really care about what you did, So, yeah. Rock your go. Oh, excuse me. I bet they stay open from like 1 to 6 o'clock and then they close everything. They probably got tired of people coming in. You know how people do stuff just, because they feel a certain way. So it was a lot of people around here. There was a lot of people coming in the lobby. But in order to take control of the situation, you tell these people to go or tell these people to move. They ain't gonna move, they ain't gonna go. So therefore, you like, I'm gonna lock the doors. I'm gonna lock the doors just so you don't come back. And I feel like that's what they did, just to take control of the situation, to limit everybody coming around here. They closed the doors to the lobby and stuff to make them go away. That's the thing about people, though. When you see them having a good time, you feel a certain way. And the fact that they having a good time and you working back there, you gonna get jealous. You're gonna feel hateful towards the situation. So therefore, you feel like you gotta intervene and you close the lobby doors and stuff to take control of the situation. You don't like seeing people happy, so I'm gonna lock these doors and I'm gonna close these doors, and eventually it'll execute the whole situation. And I feel like that's what they did. People like that don't need to work. Because that's all your business is about. So if you feeling like the Grinch, or you feeling like the Squidward to the situation, just because they happy and they feeling good and they want to be around, you feel like you gotta take control of the situation because you feeling a certain way. Because you can't you can't do what they doing because you back here and you chose to work. Not only choose to work, but you gotta work. So it's like, how you really feeling? Do your job and stop worrying about everybody else. You're only here for one thing at the end of the day, and that's to make money. If everybody else feeling good in the moment, enjoying themselves, why try to step into that because of how you feel? Why are you being a hater? It's too many haters in the workplace. You're only here. That's what I keep telling people. You're only here for one thing. Come in here, get your money, get paid, and then go home and you can do what they doing out here. Do your job first. Why is you hating on your customers? That's one thing I can't stand about people. Why is you hating on your customers? That's why I said people too emotional for me. They too personal. You can't mix personal with professional. And I grew up like that. Like, I grew up with that mindset. You can never do that. I feel like the only way you can do that is if you're a teacher. Because of, you crafting and you working with kids. So you have to be personal. When you're not working with kids, you only supposed to be professional. That's where the separation begins. You not working with your kid. You not working with kids. It's strictly professional. You working with your kid. You working with kids. It can be personal because you have to tap into yourself in order to take care of these kids and have some type of consideration towards the situation. But if it's professional, no personal with professional, because that's when y'all start hating on people. Because by the end of the day, what are you? But a mere human, just with a job and getting paid. You're still human. So yeah. But a mere human being with the same emotions, the same mindset, you just behind a counter calling it a job, getting this little paper money because we live in a game of Monopoly. We gotta make it make sense. for us to live. We gotta make it worth something, because us just existing is not enough. You have to have some type of badge of honor to make you feel superior or better than the next person. You can't just be. But that's a high pedestal to come down from. That's what you gotta realize. That's a high pedestal to come down from. And you're gonna eventually have to come down. And when you come down, it's just a couple hours and your job is over and you off that pedestal. Then what? Then you back and you in the same position as us. Acting like you better than, when you really less than, to be honest. Know how many kings and queens is outside of these walls, of this employment building, this workplace. It's a lot of kings and queens outside of the workplace. And you making life hard for them. You know, playing Monopoly. That's why I'm gonna name this live, playing Monopoly. Y'all ever played the Sims game? That used to be my game. Where you just control everything and they do as you say. You're never free. From the jealousy. Y'all ever heard that song by Michael Jackson, The Ghost of Jealousy? Are you the ghost of jealousy? Yeah, that's what people do. They want to humble you and make you feel bad, about what you're doing. They want to trigger some type of emotion in you. They want to trigger some type of emotions inside of you to stop what you're doing. They want to make you feel bad in a good situation and feel good in a bad situation. Because that's what they do. They are the puppet masters of their own species, and they think it's right. And in a world of enslavement, we're all enslaved. Our minds is enslaved to the system. So whatever we're feeling emotional about something, or we feel like we want to attack somebody for the way they're making us feel, it's like a shock, an instant shock into reality. They executing you every day. Every single day. Because of the way you feel. I don't know, I'm just rambling. But these are the thoughts that I be having. You gotta love the pain to get through it. And those is the type of people they call crazy, because they love the struggle. They love the pain. They love it, because at the end of the day, you the one really mad. So while you sitting there shocking them, executing them, they laughing in your face like the Joker. They just laughing at you, and you like, why is you laughing? You getting mad because this person, you trying to execute them, and they laughing in your face while you execute them, and you wondering why, when really right then and there they just took your mind while you was executing them. So you really just got executed. That's how life works. It's a what do they call it? Freaking I didn't think of what it's called. But yeah, that's how it is though. So you just keep making them mad doing what you're doing. You know, just keep making them mad. And keep laughing and keep enjoying yourself and keep, doing you. Because they mad because you enjoying yourself. That's all it is. Be the Joker. I used to love that movie, The Joker. That was my movie. Because, you know, I like the Joker. He cool. He was real cool. Like me watching that movie, I was just like, that's somebody I would hang around. I would be around the Joker. And then have y'all ever seen Saw? Saw make a good point too, a valid point. Because Saw is, you really gotta think deep about it. Like I was watching Saw, so my mom used to watch Saw all the time. She used to put on Saw, and we would like, I couldn't watch it like, oh yeah, I'm scared of it. No, I watched it for a deeper meaning into the movie. Like the girl, why she worked the whole time she was in love with Saul. You can tell like she had a thing for Saul. She was only doing what she had to do because she liked Saul. But Saul didn't see it that way. Saul seen it as, you working for me. I care for you. But she cared for Saul a little bit more. That's why she did more. She did more for him. She only killed these people and put them through struggles because she had a thing for him the whole time. The whole time she had a thing for Saul. And Saul only see it as business. Saul was on his deathbed, just trying to have like entertainment, some type of entertainment while he was dying. And she was in love with him. But at the end of the day, even though that's not the moral of the movie may not be of getting a lesson out of it. But you can find a lesson in every situation. Those people that made it out alive, I can't even see no lesson in that situation because it was so devastating. You can tell where their minds was. It was painful. It was a struggle. People was cutting off their legs and whatnot just to get out of that situation. They had to do what they had to do. But I think I'm gonna watch Saw again because it was a long time since I seen it. But I was only like the only thing I peeped out then was how she was in love with Saul. She was so in love with that man. Like you would kill for the one you love. Really? That was a fool. She's a true definition of a fool. True definition of a fool. A fool in love. That was her role. But yeah, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I'm about to go. I was just rambling, and I will talk to y'all next time. Like, comment, subscribe, be notified, share at your own free will to show you care. Bye.